Check out the cameras. This is an Energizer battery charger piece, and nothing more, nothing less. I want you to see the cameras. There goes one. I see many of them. This is outside of an Energizer battery charger where they do not belong. As you can see, another one. I want you to see it in the dark and in the light shade. Now in the dark shade. If it blurs, that's how you know it's a camera. There's many of them on here, on the outside part of an Energizer battery charger. There's another one. Now I want you to see in the inside where the arrows point to. You can see many, like right above the arrow. See another camera, right? This is the inside of a battery charger. Let me remind you this. Energizer fails to comment, being part of a 4-year torture, facilitated crime, anti-Semitism to a Jewish person. Along with other major companies like FedEx, UPS being involved in crimes of torture and hate against a Jewish person, which shows you that racism is still here today. Not only contributing to the Truman Show based real life of Mark Shallot, but while he's being tortured physically, mentally, and everything else, after his family's paid off and all his friends, and I'm talking about tens of thousands of friends, this is the real proof. There's no joke to this. Real life truth. There's another one. Different type of camera than the last one you've seen. More in the inside. As you can see the blur, that's how you know it's a camera. See one at the very top there? And one below it to the left of where we're facing. And one to the right corner of it. This thing actually has inside operations, as it's an all plastic piece with no metal. It is a CIA type alien technology piece. It's real, it's happening, and it happens every day. I found about 500 cameras on the LG TV in my house. And that's 500, violating civil rights, invasion of privacy, and much more. It was purposely made for me by the company to not only infiltrate but manipulate and cause hurt, pain, and suffering, along with conspiracy to murder. As I've survived 6 deaths now, 100 druggings, and 6 kidnappings. Still here though. Interviewed by the Secret Service. They took evidence from me of a crime of millions involved in a cyber terrorist attack against the White House. May 4th, 2017. Chromium bugs under markshallot99@gmail.com. Not only was it a crash, but it was a crash by a 5-page virus with the FBI involved in the crime. Not only FBI, LAPD, along with the whole block of 18620 Hatteras Street, the whole entire block from Yolanda to Reseda. I went against the Illuminati 5 years ago, but I've been tortured from them my whole life. I have proof of it. As you go in my bathroom, you not only see in the granite lights, beams of light coming out of my granite in my bathroom, but in my kitchen and in my room that were there over 10 years in time, which means that they were torturing me since I was a kid. And it's true, is the sad thing about it. And that's messed up, and now it's payback from way back. And it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna make them scream. Best believe it. They gonna scream. Like I've been making them scream. But they're not gonna stop screaming. Because at the end of the day, if you look at my bracelet, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But their head's next. Now I'm going to show you the rest of it and what it came off of. That way you understand what I'm talking about here. It does not belong on this. And I want you to understand the motherboard is not only highly advanced, but with surveillance inside the motherboard as well. You will see things like R13 or R11, which came in the FCC unlicensed transmitter for wiretapping communications, found in my home, and the same thing Mr. Donald Trump found in his office. Not only is it a problem, but that's why my calls for 4 years, and proving even more, have not went nowhere. And here goes the motherboard. As you can tell, there's a little bit too much on there, and as you can see the R readings, and you'll probably notice there's more on the motherboard than you think. If you really open your eyes, you can see. Now I'm going to show you the original transmitter of the FCC model 3AA-TC unlicensed transmitter for wiretapping communications. As you can see, these numbers engraved into the motherboards. It's an FCC thing, and it's a problem. It's obviously surveillance, illegal, violating the Constitution, and me being a victim of a crime called organized gang stalking, which states an unconstitutional surveillance of an individual deemed to be the enemy of the state. Enemy of the State is a movie with Will Smith, which talks just about that, with video cameras everywhere and the government. And that's just the true facts. But next time you go against somebody, you better do your research against your enemy, because you might get beat and not even know it. And that's how I beat the FBI on May 4th, 2017, as they were on an unofficial operation called organized gang stalking against me. They got caught on my Wi-Fi under FBI 2 with my IP address under, and pictures were taken and given to Secret Service Agent Kelvin Williams, Los Angeles. Homeland Security paperwork has been filled out on discrimination, including bias, racist, and violations of my civil rights, not letting me report a crime like everybody else due to the high involvement of presidential figures. And that's why they're hiding the crime, and it's bigger than Watergate scandal, because there's more